Right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thanks. Yeah.
Good afternoon. What we're going to do today, right, over the next 3.5 hours, is take you through a session on emotional intelligence. Okay. Now, emotional intelligence seems like a heavy topic. Okay. Now, the idea is to not make it an emotional atyachar for you over the next 3.5 hours, but to make it as if you can connect with this topic and use it in your day-to-day work as well. So, what we will be doing over the next 3.5 hours is we will look at what this entire concept is all about. Okay, where did emotional intelligence come from? Who are the people who are responsible for it? How does it actually work in day-to-day life? और अगर ये हमारे सामने आके खड़ा हो जाता है तो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस दिखता कैसा है? Okay, so that is what is going to be our focus. Once we are able to understand that, what we then do is we understand the nitty-gritties of it. मतलब उसके अंदर क्या-क्या components है? अगर इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस हमारे सामने है तो वो कैसा दिखेगा? ओके, क्या-क्या पार्ट्स होंगे उसके? So once we are comfortable with that, then we will give you some tips and tricks in terms of how do you actually work with emotional intelligence in your day-to-day life. And believe me, when you're going through this, a lot of these words will sound very familiar. Okay, so everything that you already know is being packaged in a very different structure, so that you can use it a lot more effectively, so that you can benefit from it, not only in your professional life, but you can take this knowledge in your personal life and also in your social life. So that is what we're going to look at, right? Now during the course of these 3.5 hours, okay, there will be a lot of interactions where I'm talking to you, okay, but at the same time you will also have the opportunity to ask any questions, seek any clarifications. अगर आपको लगता है कि ये बराबर नहीं है, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि ये कुछ जम नहीं रहा है, तो put your hand up, okay, and we will have a discussion to see how we can make it more relevant for you. Okay. During this session, if you find that I'm going too fast or if I'm going too slow, right, put your hand up, and again we have the option to change the pace according to whatever you see. Because this entire session is for your benefit, okay, so get the most out of it. Another thing is, I like the sound of my voice. मुझे मेरी आवाज़ बहुत पसंद है. ठीक है? जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको भी पसंद होनी चाहिए. अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि कुछ ज़्यादा बोल रहा हूँ या मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है या ये काफ़ी स्लो हो रहा है करके, तो आप मुझे बताइए उसके बारे में. And what we will do is we will engage in some activities or anything else to kind of break out of what we are running for the moment. Okay? Does that work for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. So we'll start the session to understand कि ये इमोशन इंटेलिजेंस का इमोशन कहाँ से आता है, ठीक है? सो व्हाट इज दिस एंटायर कॉन्सेप्ट अराउंड इमोशंस? वंस वी फिगर आउट व्हाट आर इमोशंस, वी देन टेक इट टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. तो से कि यार ये अपनी इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस क्या है? मतलब इमोशनल अत्याचार तो काफी फेमस है, बराबर है, सबने सुना हुआ है, राइट? सबके साथ हुआ भी होगा, राइट? लेकिन इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस क्या है? हाउ डज इट एक्चुअली वर्क एंड हाउ डज इट हेल्प यू टू डू योर जॉब मोर इफेक्टिवली? Okay? So that is where we will focus on the first part of the session. In the mid part of the session, we will go into the details of what we are looking at from emotional intelligence, how you are going to use it, how it is going to add value to you. And in the third part of the session, we will look at how you can actually implement this in a day-to-day life. Okay? So that's basically what this session covers. Okay? That's fine?
So have you covered all the topics there which you're going to teach?
Yes.
Everything is covered there?
Yes.
Okay, so in case you're going to do any role plays, etc., maybe you would like to give me a minute or two that you will be doing role plays. And what example, how would you conduct a role play in a room of 60 feet and 40 people or 50 people?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What we'll also do is, okay, rather than this becoming a ज्ञान session, जहाँ पे एक चैनल शुरू किया और आपने सब सुना करके, what we will also look at doing is how do we actually practice what we are picking up. Okay? Everything that you have looked at over the last few days, you can actually bring it into practice as well. Right? So what I'm going to do is to play a little game. Okay. Now, what I've heard from everyone is that you guys love games. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So my job is half done. What we will be doing is we will be splitting you into 4 teams. Okay. Within this team, you will be nominating a leader. Okay? Because we are a democracy, we have to have leaders. Okay? These leaders will act on your behalf. They will negotiate on your behalf. They will bring you offerings from other people. Okay? And it will be their job to look after your interests. Okay, and be your job to work with the leaders to achieve success. Right? अभी वो प्रोसेस कैसा होगा वो हम सस्पेंस अकाउंट में डालेंगे ताकि जब हम रोल प्ले पे आएंगे वो सस्पेंस अकाउंट खोल देंगे. But basically it will be 4 teams. Each team will have 1 leader. Okay, the exercise will involve communication. The exercise will involve strategy. The exercise will also involve conflicts. Okay, but most importantly, the exercise will involve emotions. Okay, so that is how we're going to practice how all of this ties in together. ये जो भी हम कर रहे हैं वो कोई अलग-अलग चीजें नहीं है या आपको इसके लिए कोई अलग बुक नहीं पढ़नी पड़ेगी, इसके लिए आपको कुछ अलग काम नहीं करना पड़ेगा. But this knowledge is what you can use when you are in your real life situation as well. ठीक है? Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Right.